looks like, that's your nickname from days gone by. Really, it was like predominantly 3 or 4 people who used it, and 2 of those people are family members and very close to my heart. But it's not like I run around, call me Mimi.
Everybody just bounce. Everybody just bounce. Everybody just bounce. Everybody just bounce.
The walk was very nice. It's always really nice to see, fans come out and be supportive. But I have to say, I did take a nice elbow to the gut. So I'm getting ready to go out and meet some nice fans, and hopefully we're going to have a good time, even though my nails look atrocious.
It was worth your while. Say something. Lee Costi, say what?
Hey, okay, so it's September 16th. We are in Paris, and we're about to do the biggest show that they have called Star Academy, and it's going to be really interesting. I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen, but it should be cool. Okay,
So what you gonna do?
Oh, Jack lost the award!
No.
To Miss Piggy! I can't even believe it. Just back from vacation, so sorry I didn't respond sooner. Unfortunately, Jack lost out to Miss Piggy. See Laura's message below. I'm so sorry to say that the amazing Jack, don't try to get on Jack's good side. I'm so sorry to say that the amazing Jack lost out to Miss Piggy in the non-human category. And unfortunately, there was no way we could sway this as Regis and Kelly take this very seriously and let the online votes choose the winner. So sorry. How dare they jip my dog?
Miss Piggy's not even a real animal.
She's not even real. She's not even real. She's a Muppet. My dog is real and has achieved fame without a show. That show has been on since I was a child, a baby. My BlackBerry ate through the bottom. Hey, brace yourself. This is from Gina, and the subject is Jack. Hi, just back from vacation. So sorry I didn't respond sooner. Unfortunately, Jack lost out to Miss Piggy. See Laura's response below. Okay, I'm so sorry to say that
To Miss Piggy?
What?
Miss Piggy won?
Yes!
That's unbelievable.
Jack lost out to Miss Piggy in the non-human category.
Who's this from?
This is from Laura Swanson through Gina. I'm so sorry to say that the amazing Jack lost out to Miss Piggy in the non-human category. And unfortunately, there was no way we could sway this, as Regis and Kelly take this very seriously and let the online votes choose the winner. So sorry. Now, what I have to say is this. I am going to contest this vote right now.
Like a recount.
Exactly.
Okay,
We want a recount. They can do it in Florida. They can do it in New York.
That's right.
Regina, I am shocked and appalled.
There was no way Miss Piggy should have won.
No way.
No way. It was rigged.
It was
And,
rigged. I agree.
maybe they feel bad for her because she's been around.
She's not real. She probably did it with one.
That is true. It was more like a career tribute.
I thought that Chewbacca would win because of all the Star Wars fanatics.
Yeah.
Truthfully. They don't understand the splendor of Jack. That's really what it is.
We should do a call.
Now I actually really enjoy the holidays.
So, we're here on the plane. Just finished Star Academy, left Paris, and we're on our way to the UK now. I'm very excited. I'm going to see some friends.
No, we don't need all that.
And I think it's going to be nice. So we're just hanging out on the plane and making the most of life, as they say. Great. Well, thank you so much. Lots of love to you and everybody. Give the whole family my love. And we'll make a new collage when I see you. Okay. Bye.
The new hotel that you're going to stay in, you're going to love it.
Why? I was happy.
There are some weird things that happen.
Never had a problem.
That's why no one coming back here.
I mean, yeah, we had a night when the bell rang about 56 times. Is it the bleak decor?
No.
Modernness?
Here we this computer, I'm going to switch it on and back up words with picture.
That's good. I like that.
You know, class and tradition that he just brings to the table every now and again.
A big patio deck?
Yeah.
Does it have a jacuzzi?
No, there's a pool on the roof.
I hate it. Oh, there's a pool on the roof.
Jason praised it, you don't use it at night.
Well, when else would I use it? I ain't trying to go up in the day with bleak lighting. Fender.
What? Hold on.
So we're about to land in London now. It's been an interesting plane ride. We're about to touch down. 1, 2, 3. I'm hoping that Connie's going to meet us when we land, because there's nothing compared to the excitement of Connie, and that's how she does it.
See that money? Break it again.
This is Bleakosity. So we landed, but I guess we have to like clear
No, I just
customs or some kind of thing.
Yeah, we can move.
I don't know. It's supposed to be the European thing where you don't have to stop anywhere. But I guess that is a lie.
Right now, all you need to say is the immigration in London have just had a woolly scarf.
We've been sitting on this plane for a good, what is it, 45 an hour? And so now we're allowed in London. I have to call Prince Charles about this. I'll be like, Chucky.
Anyway, we got early starts and we should jump in the car.
Right, now we in a hurry, suddenly. Okay. Bye. We're heading over the cars. We're in London. Just landed. See? Oh. See you at the hotel.
I should be your girl. I should be your girl.
Okay, so we're here in London, backstage at Top of the Pops, trying to work out some issues and things, because the set is different than we anticipated. So therefore, we're doing the best we can. We need some excitement.
Always exciting.
Let's not go overboard here, guys.
I want to ask you, Michael, I need to ask you a question. What are they doing? This is your hometown.
No.
What's happening? Tell us what's
It's not
going
my
on.
hometown. I live in Brooklyn, not actually Manhattan, but I am from here. I'm embarrassed. Hi, Connie. It's been a catastrophe. Everything we've been told, the actions have been different. So I've got this somber look on my face. I apologize.
It's okay. So, Michael,
Yes.
do you think we're really doing the performance, or do you think it's...
We are doing the performance, but you're all going to hate me even more than you hate me now, right now.
Oh,
because
doing the other song now?
No, we're doing the same song, but then you go live on TV literally 25 minutes after you do the pre-tape.
Live on TV where?
Here, 7 o'clock. It's 20 past 6.
Doing what song?
Get your number.
With no set pieces? Well, you guys could have fooled me. Nobody tells me anything.
Is he off stage? I'm not bringing her out. You tell me off stage, and
So I guess we're going to actually leave the room now. I don't know if I believe them that they're ready right now.
Come on in, we've got to go. We've got to go.
Okay, let's go.
They're having a laugh with us. Why can't they put it on the other stage? Why don't they just move over? Why can't I have a fan? Why can't I have a fan?
That's the thing. You think it's glamorous and whatever. I mean, I guess this is glamorous in some ways, but it's also bleak. September 18th, we are at the BBC, backstage. We've been here all day. It's bleak, tea. I mean, I'm glad we're here because it's really a great place to be, and I'm honored to be on the show. But you have to wake up so early, and then you just sit around for hours on end, and it's just bleak. Okay, it's September 23rd, Jermaine's birthday. We are here on the plane. Anywho, we're about to go and get ready for the party.
We're on our way.
This is
Said Blake. I'm Rachel, also AKA known as Rachel.
Feed the baby.
Feed the baby. I've noticed everybody in the world is doing that now.
That's what they're doing right now.
That's their main
Platform.
Now tell me, are you guys going to be able to make it to Bleak Boulevard?
We live on Bleak Boulevard. We're trying to get off of it.
This is the point when I need everybody to get to the dance floor. It's like that, y'all. That y'all. That y'all. That y'all. That that. Like that, y'all. That y'all. That y'all. That y'all. That y'all. That y'all. That that. Like that, y'all. That y'all.
Wait, listen. No. Tell Usher to stop blowing smoke. Usher, stop blowing smoke, Usher. Tell everybody in this motherfucker. No. Listen to me. Y'all think Mariah is such a diva and all that shit? She is. I don't take no bullshit, y'all. But when we come to the studio, she comes to the studio, she do what the fuck she gotta do. She talking about purple and all that shit y'all be thinking, smoking and shit. Mariah Carey has been #1 for the whole year, and we came together and we put together a crazy ass album. And I just want to thank Mariah for coming to my party. Please take the pictures right now. And me and Mariah is together. And this is how it's going down. I'm drunk with
It's still so hard to believe. Come back, baby, thanks, 'cause we belong together.
Remix!
Yo, show your respect, that's you hate me. This is your dance to be with the hitting me. Like the real diva, the real diva. Successful, yeah.
What's the matter? Here. See, they had a good time dancing. Okay, so we just came from Vegas, maybe, and it was Jermaine's birthday party. I had a nice time. There were a few moments I'm not really sure about. A couple things, nothing to do with Jermaine. Somebody else who was bleak. I thought it was a lot of fun. It was a great party. Jermaine, I was so happy to see him because he was very happy. He was having a good time. He was on the mic. And I like to see him happy because he's a good guy. I love JD. Comeback thing, it's like, if that's going to make them happy to say the comeback thing, that's cool. I worked really hard. I put all of myself into this record. It's totally personal. So to hear that it is a comeback. When you put so much hard work into something and then you feel that people are appreciating it, there's no feeling like it. So if people want to call it a comeback, that's cool. I feel like I've never really gone anywhere, but I have gone through some enormous struggles, and being able to come out of them on the other side and get to this point in my life, which is definitely one of the best places I've ever been as a human being and as an artist, is a pretty great accomplishment. It's a really different feeling when you're singing on stage. It's a really great feeling of freedom that you have. But singing in the studio for me, because that's kind of how I started as a session singer as a kid, really, like even from like 14 years old to like learning about just being in the studio and layering vocals. People ask, do you play an instrument? My voice is my instrument, so to get back into the studio, to be able to experiment with my instrument, to play my instrument, it's like you go in a studio with a blank canvas basically, and to come out with like a wall of sound of your own voice on a song that you've created, and then you're creating a whole new layer to it. That's a lot of the fun for me. After you've gone through times that can either define you for the rest of your life, and you have to learn how to overcome huge obstacles, be it a relationship or a business relationship or a combination of both, combined with just the intensity of what this business is and getting into it so young. Going through that, and then going through whatever anyone wanted to refer to as breakdowns and this and that or whatever.
You all the time. Mm-hmm. It was amazing to me when I would see what the papers would say in the media and stuff. I said, this is really crazy, because I felt like I was in this, weird, warped reality.
Right.
I felt like we only knew what the truth was and everybody else was crazy.
Right. Exactly. It brought me closer to the spiritual person that I was as a child. And that's something that happens when you have an awakening, when you have an awareness that says okay, everything you're doing right now is fighting an uphill battle. So what you need to do is pray about it and get to the place where it's you and God basically, and it's okay, I need to go back to having the spirit of the 4-year-old child that I was when I prayed to become a singer, to become a successful person, to say, I'm going to succeed. I have faith that I will do that. When you truly have faith, you can move mountains and nothing is impossible. When I first started out, I was very much kept kind of sequestered as the girl that wasn't allowed to talk to anybody. I think that's why people never expected that I had a personality or that I had a point of view. Most people didn't realize I write my own songs. To this day, a lot of people don't. They don't realize what I do in terms of just being in the studio from the inception to the completion of a record. I can't say enough about Jermaine. We have been collaborating together since Always Be My Baby. What's really unique about JD is that he understands me as a collaborator. I feel like he gets me as a person, as a friend, genuinely as a friend. And he also understands the Mariah Carey sound. I hate doing that, but I have to say, because he gets that sound. There's a specific reason why Always Be My Baby did what it did. There's a reason why We Belong Together is such a big hit. It's because when we work together, and let's say we're going too far in one direction, Jermaine has a really great way of kind of reeling it in and saying, how about this? Like the second verse of We Belong Together. He had the concept to take it very old school, soulful. He's just such a great person, and his ego has not made it so he can't fit through the door. He's still the same Jermaine that I first met, and I would say he's my favorite person out of everybody I know to work with. I love him to death. It's funny because I know that my lifestyle is totally over the top. I know that I can be the most dramatic person on earth.
And then excitement. Edit it out,
Okay, we're talking about 30 seconds here, guys.
Okay, let's go.
You ready?
Come on, chop chop. Three course.
Chop chop.
We're all smoking.
I know that.
It's gross.
That's a discussion of it.
But the other nail. She ruined my moment. I was trying to listen to Don't Forget About Us. I was halfway through, and then I see this freak flashing me, and I'm just I had to hit rewind.
That was great.
I've always been like this, so that's what I think is funny, because people probably think I picked up my quirkiness and eccentricity because I became famous or whatever. But the funny thing is I grew up with a mom that's very artsy, your mom is too. I think it's because of just growing up with that whole thing, and then having the different cultures that I had between my father's family and my mom, and it kind of prepared me for this bizarre lifestyle that I lead, but yet it never made me, while in this lifestyle, think it was better than anybody else. There is a reason why I do connect with people that have been through struggles, whether it's a multiracial thing or whether it's for whatever reason they feel different or ostracized or whatever. And I think that's why a lot of people who've gone through certain things relate to me and my music.
You're on a desert island. What would you have if you were on a desert island?
Jack! Dog! He's not drowning. He breathes that way when he swims. He's just excited to be in the water. Oh, it's hot.
It's all going down. I see it's all going down.
Good. Jack is a star, and I don't care if you know it or not. Look! Jack, what are you doing?
Filthy dog!
No, Kato. 2, 3. All of us have been inspired by somebody, you know what I mean? I didn't just wake up and sing. Obviously, I've been inspired by numerous artists. Everybody's been inspired by Aretha Franklin, you know. Most everybody's been inspired by Stevie Wonder, Whitney Houston. I mean, me personally, Minnie Riperton played a big role in learning how to use that part of my voice that she was so famous for. I really try to take things in and to just give thanks to God for everything that I have and take those moments. Once you doubt, you drown. You can't do that. You just can't let doubt get into your mind and get into your spirit and bring you into a place of negativity or into a place of, where you're unsure. Because to me, once you start second and third and fourth guessing yourself, like I would say, it eats through the bottle. You might as well go on to the next song. Eats through the bottle means, can you give it a definition? It's gone.
The album is now all very soul, hip-hop, pop, dance, rap, and seems to have touched everybody.
Having been able to cross all these barriers and these kind of boundaries that do define genres of music and separate artists in terms of like what category you fall into makes me really proud as a person, and especially with a lot of things we were talking about just in terms of struggling and fitting in and all that stuff. It really does make me feel a great sense of validation and a sense of belonging. My songs and music have touched and been able to reach all different types of people, different races, different ages, all different things, and so it's a nice thing for me.
What do you enjoy the most about your life?
I enjoy being able to do what I love for a living.
Right, and you're free.
Well, being free is something I actually never thought I would really be, and I'm beyond grateful for that. It's like I remember once when I was like 6 years old, somebody came over my house when I was growing up with my mom and whatever, some drama had gone on, and they thought, kids are young and they don't hear what's going on, and that's not the case at all. Usually you're more sensitive. And this person was like, if this kid makes it, it's going to be a miracle. And I'll never forget that. And that kind of like echoed in my head through a lot of times that I went through in the beginning of my career and in the personal life that was behind that, And so if this kid makes it, it's going to be a miracle kind of was like my little, I don't know, I guess it was sort of a mantra because I believe in miracles.
Okay.